Hi, Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles, better known as the Great Millstone. Shalom. Blessings to the elect and the sincere Akim who push this word in truth and in sincerity within the same body and spirit of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. Shalom. This lesson is um, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and so I can just listen to the audio. Okay. And Trump lately, you know, this guy is just, creating more and more enemies. And he, poses and posturates himself as one way, but he always basically ends up eating his words. And the reason I'm saying that is because he did mention that, he said Mexico, was going to pay for the wall, right? So what happened to that, and those are articles going back as I don't know, since his whole campaign thing, right? But now that's not going to happen, right? Now, what is he saying? Trump, okay, he wants to tap into the military budget. Okay. So look at, yeah, using military funds to pay for the border wall. So what I'm guessing, I'm just assuming here, I'm just guessing, what probably happened is, he found out, as most other people know, that the American budget, about 75% or so, 2/3 of it, roughly, goes to the military, and just says, okay, well, maybe let's use that money. Maybe that's why, right? That's where he's going to get the free manpower. Um, I could see that not working, and I could see him just sending prisoners. I could see him sending prisoners down there, or maybe illegal immigrants, making them sign up. Okay, you can gain citizenship by working X amount of hours on this wall, and then some sort of other program. Who knows what the hell he's going to do. Um, but with all that, let me read this. This is Obadiah 1:7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Okay? So here it is. Trump is creating more and more enemies. And this article here, it says Trump announces no more DACA deal and rails against immigration laws. So the DACA deal was the whole thing that Obama set up with, immigrants to come and, gain citizenship and, to, be American. But what he's saying, what he's been tweeting, you know, the leader of the free nation, one of the biggest, like Twitter trolls, is he's saying, says they laugh at our dumb immigration laws. They must stop the big drug and people flows, or I will stop their cash cow, NAFTA. Need wall, he tweeted Sunday. Okay, so NAFTA, if you're not familiar, so like, is North American Free Trade Agreement. Okay, let's see, where's that? So, it was this is creating a trilateral trade bloc in North America. The agreement came into force on January 1st, 1994. It superseded the Canada-United States Free Trade Agreement between the U.S. and Canada. NAFTA has two supplements: the North American Agreement on Environmental Cooperation and the North American Agreement on Labor Cooperation. Most economic analysis indicate that NAFTA has been beneficial to the North American economies and the average citizen, but harmed a small minority of workers and industries exposed to trade competition. Economists hold that withdrawing from NAFTA or renegotiating NAFTA in a way that establishes trade barriers will adversely affect the U.S. economy and jobs. However, Mexico would be much more severely affected by job loss and reduction of economic growth in both the short term and long term. So, Trump saying he's pulling out of NAFTA, it's gonna harm America. You can see what he does. He doesn't really take too much into consideration. He's just it's all threats. This guy's not a stable thinker. He constantly emotes and lashes out. Um, and some people not understanding this are going to, of course, back the president because that's, their American president. They're going to back their leader, and not understanding that it is going to hurt their own economy. But there's like, oh, fuck it, it's that suicidal, mindset. That's Edom. That's the Edomite, the so-called white man. They have that killer mentality. Okay. So all the men of thy confederacy, everyone that was that's confederate with the so-called white man. Okay, they're gonna bring him to the border. Basically, everyone's gonna want to go to war with the so-called white man. Okay. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. You got a lot of nations, trying to be at peace with them, but really they're making backdoor deals with other countries, and they're going to prevail. It says, and prevailed against thee. This is the vision that Obadiah saw. He's seen America lose, the last kingdom in power. He's seen the last kingdom in power lose. They're being prevailed against. It says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. The so-called white man doesn't understand that he's not the commodity anymore. He's not the variable that's going to have people um, obey him. Okay, people aren't going to obey him. Look at verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? So mountains and hills are usually representative of governments, okay, of governing structures. So understanding is totally not within this political house. I mean, look, you got Trump in there. Like, what the hell? Like, how do you get a guy like Trump as a president, right? It's just crazy. Um, but this is you know, this is what is going to come to pass. This is what's happening. Um, so looking up that word, which oh, here's another precept. This is Job 27:23. Men shall clap their hands at him and shall hiss him out of his place. This is talking about the wicked. The nation of the wicked is a so-called white man. Okay. So when you look up this word hiss, looks like sharakwa, sharakwa, sharak. Okay, hiss. Now, it says a primitive root properly to shrill, i.e. to whistle or hiss, as a call or in scorn. In scorn, you see. Now, in this first definition, B, it says in mockery. Okay, and it gives us some examples. Okay, pertaining to Job, or Job 27:23, which is what we read, they shall hiss him out of his place. So let's just look up, just out of curiosity. I want to look up Lamentations 2:15. Okay, let's look this up real quick. 2:15 says, yep, this is it. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? And that's what, when you look at the so-called Negro, Latino, North American Indian, this is the state that we're in. So everyone's hissing at us. We're the main nation of focus being hissed at, but really soon the nation, the so-called white man, his nation, is going to be hissed at. Okay, going to be mocked. This is showing you that the word here is used in mockery. Okay, so going back to Job. Okay, right, 27:13. This is the portion of a wicked man with YAHAWAH, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. So the so-called white man being the wicked, the heritage of oppressors, because that's all he's doing. He's talking about furthering oppression. This land, the American land, country um, is a stolen land. It's thefted land. But anyway, with that, the point's been made. So until next time, shalom.